Whether you're an upcoming college student or a freshman just entering high school, you may be in the market for a new gaming handheld to use during your free time. Some of you may be looking for something that's super pocketable, plays certain games, or just has an amazing battery life. What's going on, guys? My name is Kirk, also known as JigsawFlex, and today I'm going to share you guys my favorite go-to consoles for travel. By the end of this video, I hope there's one console here that fits best for you. To start things off, I recommend the Gameboy Advance SP. The Gameboy Advance SP, also known as the Gameboy Advance Small Pocket, holds up today for its convenient size and nostalgic game titles. Unlike the original Game Boy Advance, the SP offers a frontlit screen, a clamshell mechanism that protects the faceplates, and of course, a charger. Now, I know a charger isn't much of a big deal in today's world, but it's still better than buying batteries every week for an older generation Game Boy. You can expect about 7 to 10 hours of playtime on the brighter setting, and about 2 to 3 hours for a full charge, starting from 0%. What's superb about this little console is that you can play your classic Game Boy games and Game Boy Color games. If you are considering picking up this console, I'd recommend spending a little more money on the AGS 101 model, as it offers a backlit screen instead of a frontlit screen that the AGS 001 has. The only downsides I have from this device is the lack of a 3.5mm audio jack. It may not be a big deal for you guys, but I personally love hearing the game through earbuds. Overall, this handheld is a great pick for those who want to experience older games. It is also very affordable, ranging from $50 to $100 on consumer sites such as Amazon and eBay. In the end, you can't really fight this guy because it dominates in size and battery life. Up next, we have the new Nintendo 3DS XL. In terms of size, this console equals 2 Game Boy SPs and is very comparable to my iPhone 7 Plus in width, but twice as thick. To me, the new Nintendo 3DS XL is way more comfortable than the original and includes some extra features. Nintendo included a second directional stick for games like Smash, an extra set of shoulder buttons such as CL and ZR, and a built-in NFC reader on the bottom screen to scan your favorite amiibos. When it comes to storage, Nintendo provides a 4GB micro SD card that's actually hidden in the back panel. This is expandable, of course. Much like the other variations of the 3DS, it can also play DS titles and access the eShop for various digital content. Depending on your brightness setting, you can average about 5 to 7 hours of gameplay before having to charge. A full charge will probably take you about 2 to 3 hours starting from 0 to 100. One of the big reasons why I recommend the new Nintendo 3DS XL is the fact that its new quad-core processor provides faster loading times and is optimized to play newer titles such as Pokemon Sun. In addition, this handheld provides face tracking when viewing in 3D. So if you weren't a fan of 3D before, your experience with it at least will be much better than previous times. I recommend this console if you want to play the newest Pokemon games and want to try out some interesting gems such as Kid Icarus Uprising, Fire Emblem Fates, and many others. For $200, you open doors to these amazing library of 3DS titles. To switch things up, here's Sony's PlayStation Vita. Now, before you start bashing on the system, hear me out on the benefits of owning one. First, the width is comparable to a 3DS XL, but is smaller due to only having one screen. It has 2 thumbsticks, which in my opinion are better than the 3DS's, 4 standard face buttons, a D-pad, L and R shoulder buttons, and a touchscreen and rear touchpad. If you decide to purchase the original Vita, you can enjoy playing games on an OLED display, which make the colors in your game pop and seem more crisp and sharp. To add, if you're an owner of a PlayStation 4, you can actually have your Vita stream your PS4 games, which is pretty interesting and convenient. If you are a PlayStation Plus user, you can download free Vita games monthly and enjoy them on the go as well. But if you don't own a PS4, the Vita's PS Store offers PSP and PS1 classics, and, well, of course, access to other Vita games. I will agree that the game library isn't up to par compared to the 3DS's, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have any games. I've clocked countless hours of Persona 4 Golden and even took advantage of what the unique features the Vita has to offer by playing Velocity. However, one of the downsides is that the only way you can get expandable storage is by purchasing Sony's micro SD cards, which can be pretty expensive. As of right now, I use my Vita as a Persona machine, and let me just say that playing Persona 5 is a real blessing on this handheld. The only real concern I have is the 4 to 5 hour battery life. If battery life is your concern and still want a Vita, Sony actually released the slim version not too long ago, and they extended its battery life by a whole hour. If you decide on a Vita, you can expect to spend about $150 to $200 depending where you get it. Therefore, if you want to play games other than Nintendo and want a pleasurable experience in playing your PS4 games portably, the PS Vita is the way to go. And at last, we have the hybrid console, the Nintendo Switch. As you can tell, the Nintendo Switch is the biggest out of the bunch and has the best display. On the go, you can either play in handheld mode or even in tabletop mode. Depending on the games, your playtime can vary from 2.5 hours to 6 hours before needing to charge. As you may already know, there aren't many Switch games out yet, but we already have fantastic titles such as Zelda, Mario Kart, and Splatoon 2. I feel like with the more years to come, we will definitely receive more titles comparable to the 3DS. However, you can enjoy smaller titles on the eShop such as Sonic Mania, which looks fantastic on the Switch. With the USB Type-C charging, you can get a full battery within 3-ish hours, which isn't so bad considering its nice 720p display. To end things off, this is the most expensive handheld on the list, retailing for $300, and it's pretty hard to find right now. So whenever you do get your hands on the Switch, make sure to treat it with love and care, because of course it's a great console to travel with. So out of all these gaming handhelds, which one will you guys choose? If you guys already have a preferred handheld, let me know in the comment section below on why you chose it. Not gonna lie, I use all of these consoles pretty equally. However, I think I use my 3DS XL a little bit more. I think the reason why I like the 3DS slightly more is because it has an incredible library of games, very comfortable to hold, like it's just a better version of the original 3DS. I have no problems when it comes to gripping it. And of course, the battery life. The battery life may not be like the Gameboy SP, but it's still decent enough to hold off for a good solid day. So that's it for today's video. I hope this was pretty helpful, and if you guys are new to this channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like these in the future. Until then, I've been your host, JigsawFlex, signing out for now, and I'll see you guys in the next one.